Hello everybody, and today I got myself a flipping haircut. You guys cannot tell. I did get a haircut, and I hate it. Like, I do like is that my hair is still poofy. And the fact that he did keep most of the poofiness is this more contained poofiness. So I guess I can appreciate that. Also, he did shave my mustache. What? Why do I look like I'm fucking French? I just looked at my. By the way, he showed me a mirror. I don't like looking at myself in the reflection, or right now even. Why do I look like I'm French? Why do I look like I'm about to say oui oui? Better. But I'm joking. But yeah, this is just me continuing the story of the attack of the imaginary friends. As everyone knows, that was a very difficult story, and it drained my battery. But now I'm ready to go back. And I know I said I was gonna start. I can't make any more superheroes, but I'm not really making these are stuff I made previously. So my rules still biased from this. So yeah, let's go. Now to make the story very fast, there was a big giant problem with imaginary friends, and so they're in a laboratory type thing in the forest that is this character's secret little hideout area. So now let's get to the story. They wake up in the morning and they are now starting to question everything that happened the other day, as the other superhero character is making herself a little bit of some coffee, as complaining about it. I really do not like coffee, but it keeps me up. Obviously, the person who owns the place didn't say anything about it, and then when the little brother came around, we thought there was time to talk about everything that happened and everyone to get to know each other, especially since her little cousin did not know that she was a superhero. So, like, not walking by, his cousin said, very mysteriously, Cuzzo, what, can we talk about what happened? Or how you got powers? This is evolved around her talking about how she got powers during the blast and how she had to fight some evil person named Archon that was destroying the world, and that after that, she was technically was recruited to be a part of this new heroes team, but decides to pass it because she just wanted to protect gardens and do stuff. And that's when they pass the con off to her and tell her how she got her powers. Well, similar issue actually with the blast thing and powers, but then the blast also broke what's called a Shatterverse, apparently. And apparently I had a power that was similar to a dragon, and so that dragon was able to bond with me, and now I'm half human, half dragon. All no questioning, and so she explained what her power is. My power is having basically thorns that I can shoot in and inject into other things. I actually got fused with a vine dragon, pretty much a nature type dragon, but it's actually pretty fun. I don't really use my other suit, honestly, and I don't really want to be a hero. Both of the females agreed to that, them not wanting to be heroes, just want to have a normal life, and kind of thinking it's funny that they're now having to save the world from what seems to be from imaginary friends. That's when they went to the little cousin. Oh, okay, we explained ourselves. Now, what about you tell us about your imaginary friend and why does he look so scary? Because last time I thought imaginary friends are supposed to be nice and fun. How did you find that fun to hang out with? Also, did you know that the top hat guy? Uh, not really. Well, I didn't know him at all, and also him looking like that, he kind of took in that transformation after a while. He actually looked very nice and friendly, but now he looks like that. I honestly don't question it, but I do agree, it does look kind of weird. Now, on the top hat guy, I don't know who he is. I know Biplop talked about him sometimes and said how he but he would say he would help all of his imaginary friends. I don't know what that means, but considering the fact that he was trying to take my machine, it's probably bad. Her questioning everything that. Lily questioning everything that she was basically hearing. Um, she, in thinking about what happened, they were in the whole dialogue. They thought it was about time that they went to go get that invention. So she drove them to school, and grabbed the machine in surprise easy fashion. They put it inside of her little forest lab and left it there. She's tried to. Obviously, Caroline didn't want to be a hero. Also, this other hero girl was calling a few heroes, but everyone was apparently busy. Something like several heroes were saving other people. Some people were dealing with mad villains. Some people were dealing with other stuff. So it was up to us. They decided to get to know each other, and so everyone opened to their names. Caroline's her name was Caroline. The little cousin said his name was Jacob, and the girl says her name was Fiona. All of them looking at her pretty weird since her name is kind of similar to a certain character, but decide to look past it. Knowing what to do, they decide to both train their powers and wait for another imaginary friend attack. That's the end of the story. I know that I said I was going to make it a lot more fun, and that's the reason why I was doing voices. I still going to do voices for characters because it's something I do want to try still. But what I want to say is this. Um, Obviously, from this, you guys can tell that this was just a status notice to know all the characters, names, and all that. But then you guys can get there. Also, I wanted to relocate the machine to that base just to make it for that I have a more dramatic scene later on for different series. So again, the series will keep on continuing. It will be completely random, but I will keep on continuing the series. Just stay tuned. If you guys don't want to follow me on this, obviously you guys can go on my YouTube channel. I do other stuff, so if you guys want to check it out, link is on TikTok. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the story, or at least the notice of all the characters and everything else. So, see you guys later. Crimson Thunder out.